It's time to sit back, relax, and listen to Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life will inspire, motivate, and empower you. Live your best life now. Listen, learn, think, and decide. Change your attitude, change your life. And now, here's your host, Joan Herman.
Welcome to Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. I'm Joan Herman. Thanks for tuning in. This is a special Super Bowl show, but I promise that I will not attempt to talk sports. Today we'll be discussing something more up my alley, planning a great Super Bowl party. Joining me is former New York Giant Jason Sehorn, who's here to share some tips to help give your party the home field advantage. From your starting lineup of snacks to watching the big game, Jason will make sure you score a touchdown. Jason is a former NFL cornerback who spent 9 years as a member of the New York Giants and 1 with the St. Louis Rams. Following his retirement from the NFL, he has worked in television, most recently as a college football analyst for ESPNU. Welcome, Jason. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Joan.
So, Jason, the Super Bowl has become a big event for many. Whether you're a diehard football fan, you like to judge the commercials, or you just like to party, the Super Bowl offers the opportunity to have some fun. Why do you think Super Bowl Sunday has become such a big party day?
I think it's just the culmination of an entire season. The way the playoffs are just so, one and done. It's not a best of 7. It's not drawn out. It's just like you've got, your gladiator mentality of showing up in the arena, and you've got one shot to win or lose and get yourself to the next level. And at the end, it's this one game. It's one of the few, when I look around sports, one of the few sports that are really decided by one singular game. A best of 7 makes you feel as though even if you're down 3-0, you've got a chance. Here, when the whistle blows at the end of the game, score is the score. It's over. Time to go home. One day.
For so many of us, like for me, it's an opportunity to get together with friends. We have a good time. We critique the commercials. There are other people, as I said, that are diehard football fans. What does the day mean to someone like you, to whom football has been such an integral part of your life?
I would say it's just you see the culmination of a season for these players and what they put into it, and the fact that only 53 of them are going to get to walk away as being called a Super Bowl champion. And I think we're 50-plus years into this, and there's only 50-plus teams. There's 53 teams now, 52 teams that can be called Super Bowl champions. And so you realize they're one of a select few to have been in that game. And then you see having lost one, you see the heartache on the other side of like, will I ever get back again? Will I have a chance to do this again? And, how close it was or how, devastating it could be. There's just a range of emotions, and all that sweat that was put in, hard work for the 6 months before, comes down to one game. And it's just, for me to watch it and see the execution and the level of professionalism and what they do is pretty impressive.
What do you believe makes a great Super Bowl party?
I think there are 3 components to making a great party. The first is the people you invite. The second is the food you serve. And the third, and might be the most important, the TV you watch it on. So if you have those 3 things, all right, you're set up.
What do you think should be served at every party? Let's start with the food.
Okay, food-wise, you've got to have finger food. So you have to have platters. Your finger food, your meats, your cheeses, your deli meats, Chex-Mex, the grab-and-go, crowd pleaser for everybody. They're just things that people can pick up and walk around the room with. Not something you have to cook in the kitchen, not something that you have to worry about where you eat it. You don't want to be stuck to a table watching a game, so you have to have food that people can pick and go.
Now, you mentioned the TV that you watch the game on. I think that many people don't even think about that. So what is some of the latest technology that's important to have?
4K to watch the game on. And so when you're thinking about it, like you have this game that everybody talks about, this one event. You kind of want to have a TV that's pretty clear and impressive to watch it on. You talk about the commercials. Well, you still want to have a sharp TV to see it all.
Jason, last-minute tips.
I would say the most important thing at the end of all of this is make sure everybody can get home safe. Buzz driving is still drunk driving, so don't let people walk out of your house if you think they've had too much. Just call them a car service, call them an Uber, call them a cab, whatever it may be. But, I'd rather see some keys on my counter the next morning than a text on my phone that somebody got in an accident. So make sure they get home safe.
Jason, what will you be doing Super Bowl Sunday?
I'll be at home on my couch with my Chex-Mex and my platters. Yeah, chilling, watching the game. Yeah,
okay, so I said
What's
I'm not talking sports, but what's your prediction? Who will win?
Listen, I really just have a hard time betting against Brady and Belichick. I mean, this is their 8th trip to the Super Bowl. They've won 5, lost 2. So unless some miraculous play like the catch that the Giants had against them happens, I think they come away with number 6.
Jason, thank you so much for being here and for sharing these great tips to help us have
Absolutely.
a great party.
My pleasure. You too.
This is Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. Thanks for tuning in.